The Figure and the Flames. Saturnine? The she-devil practically fumbled the name. Diva's coal-black eyes narrowed as she began to inspect this foreign face. "You are cruel to make such a joke," she sneered angrily. "For that I ought to kill you where you stand. You won't have the element of surprise a second time." Cross could only offer a light chuckle, as Diva only grew more and more upset. "Tell me the truth, and spare yourself the pain I am dying to inflict. Who are you, and what business do you have to teach the Caro Elite to a human priest?" The she-devil found an old rusted stool, which had overturned in all the commotion, and righted it. Her heart sank to find the seat covered in a thinly spread layer of either mould or some otherwise ghastly slime. She did her very best to wipe off what she could before taking a seat to observe the curious priest who spoke such impossibilities. "If you tell me what I wish to know, I will make your death far more, shall we say, pleasant?" "The priest has no knowledge of my proceedings," Saturnine began, thoroughly interrupted from his secret affairs. He knew Diva far too well, and he understood that ignoring her a moment longer might very well seal his fate. With a long sigh, the devil relinquished his stir stick and reached out for the cauldron lid. He gave one final inspection of the Caro Elite and noted that the fleshy pulp congealing within was at last settling into something more manageable. When finally he sealed the lid, Saturnine took up a stool of his own and, exercising none of the cautions Diva had, merely sat upon it. "Over time, I've learned to cloak my mind from his," the tainted priest spoke up at last. "It was not such an easy task in the beginning, yet now I am confident of my secrecy." The afflicted holy man leaned in towards Diva, and his eyes locked tight with her own. Within those orbs, Diva was just barely able to make out the faintest hint of red that lurked about the iris. For nearly a minute, the she-devil became entranced by the inhumanly golden light which grew in those eyes, until an inhuman corpse-light came forth. With this stark revelation, Diva gasped and virtually flew back out from her seat, to which Saturnine could only smirk. Judging by the confliction of fear, wrath, and long-awaited relief in the fallen angel's expression, Cross felt it wiser not to bet upon what Diva might do next. "It is you." Her voice was now smaller and significantly less confident. "It was said you perished in the uprising." Saturnine arose as Diva began to tremble in both fear and love. The priest motioned for her silence. However, the she-devil was far too shaken to take heed of him. Diva's eyes, stoic and dark for so long, became alive in a dreadful whirl of both sorrow and relief. "What have they done to you?"